कुंज बिहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Shri Radhe Jai Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Shri Radhe Jai Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Shri Radhe Jai Radha Shyam Sundar Radha Shyam Sundar Shri Radhe Jai Radha Ramana Radha Ramana Shri Radhe Radha Kunj Bihari Radha Kunj Bihari Shri Radhe Jayo Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Shri Radhe Jayo Radha Ras Bihari Radha Ras Bihari Shri Radhe Jayo Radha Madan Gopal Radha Madan Gopal Shri Radhe Jayo Radha पथ सखी राधा पथ सखी श्री राधे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा सुभद्रा माई जय सुदर्शन O Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Ananta Dev Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Ananta Dev Jayo Nitai Chaitanya Jayo Nitai Chaitanya Nitai Chaitanya Jayo Nitai Chaitanya Jayo Jai Jai Prabhupada 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada Jai Jai Gurudev 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 Jai Jai Gurudev Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Hari Bol Jai Om Vishnupada Paramhans Parivrajakacarya Stotra Shat अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य PBT फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय ओम वैष्णवाद परमहंस परिवाजक आचार्य स्तोत्र शत शीश भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर जी की जय श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षट गोस्वामी वृंद की जय जय प्रेम से कहिए जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय गंगा माई की जय यमुना माई की जय भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय एकादशी महामहोत्सव की जय झूलन यात्रा महामहोत्सव की जय आने वाले फेस्टिवल्स की जय श्री राधा कृष्ण की जय श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय श्री अयोध्या धाम की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री मायापुर धाम की जय श्री क्षेत्र पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय श्री द्वारका धाम की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki jai Hare Krishna. So welcome dear devotees. So today we are going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 4 chapter 15 and the text is 5 and 6. So I'm going to share the screen and then we'll read that. And today is a very auspicious occasion, Ekadashi. So Ekadashi is very dear to the Lord, and whatever we chant the holy names, we hear the holy Bhagavad Puran, Bhagavad Gita, whatever we do that gives pleasing. It is very pleasing to the Lord, and that's the reason Ekadashi has to be a festival. Every 15 days we get this festival, month on month. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm sharing. Today my voice is little heavy, so please tolerate. Bear with me. Okay, the chapter's title is uh, King Prithu's appearance and coronation. First, we'll recite the verse number 5, and which has no purport, and thereafter verse number 6. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठुकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. We read, इयं च सुदती देवी गुणभूषण भूषणा अर्चिना अर्चिर्नाम वरारोहा पृथुमेवा अरुन्धति. इयं च सुदती देवी गुणभूषणभूषणा अर्चिर्नाम वरारोहा पृथुमेवावरुन्धति. इयं च सुदती देवी गुणभूषणभूषणा अर्चिर्नाम वरारोहा पृथुमेवावरुन्धति. Word for word translation, synonyms plus translation by Krishna Kripamurti, Abhay Chanarvind, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Iyam, this female child, Cha and Sudati, who has very nice teeth, Devi, the goddess of fortune, Guna, by good qualities, Bhushan, ornaments, Bhushana, who beautifies, Archi, Archi, Nam, by name, Var Aroha, very beautiful, Prithum, unto King Prithu, Iva, certainly, Ava Rundati, being very much attached. Translation: the female has such beautiful teeth and beautiful qualities that she will actually beautify the ornaments she wears. Her name will be Archi. In the future, she will accept King Prithu as her husband. Okay. The next text we read. एष साक्षाद्वरेर् अंशो जातो लोकरिरक्षया इयं च तत्परा हि श्री अनुजानेन पायिनी. एष साक्षाद्वरेर् अंशो जातो लोकरिरक्षया इयं च तत्परा हि श्रीर् अनुजाने अनुजज्ञेन पायने. एष साक्षाद्वरेर् अंशो जातो लोकरिरक्षया इयं च तत्परा हि श्रीर् अनुजज्ञेन पायने. Anybody would like to recite this verse? Okay. Synonyms: Ishah, this male, Sakshat, directly, Hare, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Anshah, partial incarnation, partial representative, Jatah, born, Loka, the entire world, Rirakshaya, with a desire to protect, Iyam, this female, Cha, also, Tatpara, very much attached to him, he, certainly, Shri, the goddess of fortune, Anujagne, took birth, Anapayani, inseparable. Translation: in the form of King Prithu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has appeared through a part of his potency to protect the people of the world. The goddess of fortune is the constant companion of the Lord, and therefore she has incarnated partially as Archi to become King Prithu's queen. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that whenever one sees an extraordinary power, he should conclude that a specific partial representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is present. There are innumerable such personalities, but not all of them are direct Vishnu Tattva plenary expansions of the Lord. Many living entities are classified among the Shakti Tattva. Such incarnations, empowered for specific purposes, are known as Shaktavesh Avatar. King Prithu was such Shaktavesh Avatar of the Lord. Similarly, Archi, the King Prithu's wife, was a Shaktavesh avatar of the goddess of fortune. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथं वितं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त श्रीराधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी Hare Krishna. So welcome devotees on a very auspicious day. So just before we start on this discussion, I would like to share some glories of the Srimad Bhagavatam, because Bhagavat, we have to serve both the Bhagavat, Vyakti book Bhagavat as well as Vyakti Bhagavat, person Bhagavat. And what the result is? Shuddha Bhagata Charana Renu Bhajan Anukul, because there's a Ekadashi Madhav Tithi. So bhajan from song from Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Shuddha Bhagata Charana Renu Bhajan Anukul. Bhagat Seva Parama Siddhi Prema Latikara Mool. So this is the root of the that creeper, Bhakti Lata, which goes right up to the Golok Dham, so we can reach. So Shrimad Bhagavatam is a literary incarnation of Krishna himself. And this is non-different than Krishna, because this Bhagavad Puran is as brilliant as the sun, and it has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode. Krishneswar Dhamo Pagate Dharma Jnana Dibi Saha Kalodrishta Dashamesha Puranarko Dhunodita. So person who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance will get light from this Puran. So this verse comes in the Bhagavad itself. When the sages ask what happened when Krishna left this world, meaning he disappeared from this world. Krishna never leaves. Krishna is everywhere, but he appears and disappears. So Krishna, when he desires just for the pleasure of his devotees, he comes. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyam pavitranam sadhu paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrita dharman sansthapakanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So Krishna comes again and again, and when he is not there, we can take shelter of the, when we are unable to see him, we can take shelter of the Bhagavad, person Bhagavad as well as book Bhagavad. So just the Lord Krishna descended to uplift the fallen souls. His divine form remains in the form of a Shrimad Bhagavatam. So it is non-different from the Lord. Then what is this? The essence of all Vedic literature. Nigama kalpitaror galitam phalam shukmukhadam amrita dravya sanyitam pibat bhagavatam rasmalam muhurho rasika bhuvi bhavika. It is the ripened fruit of the desire tree of the Vedic knowledge. And it is coming after, when a parrot tastes a fruit, then it becomes even more delicious, more, it has more rasa, mellow. So this becomes even more delicious, and so this is because Shukdev Goswami has narrated this to the Parikshit Maharaj, to, and so many sages who were his guru, his other Mahaguru, Param Guru, all were sitting on the bank of Ganges, and that time this Bhagavatam was recited. So the Vedas are like a tree, so Srimad Bhagavatam is the ripened fruit, full of sweetness, essence, and nourishment. Srimad Bhagavatam teaches pure, unmotivated devotional service. Dharma projita ketava parmo nirmatsaranam satam. Completely rejecting all the religious activities, because all other Puranas were motivated by either Sakam, Karma Kand, Karma Gyan Kand, or the the Dhyan, meditation of the Lord, all those things. But then Srimad Bhagavatam is directly teaches the pure, uncontaminated devotion, because this is Save Punsa Paro Dharma Yatha Bhakti Tadokshage Ahetuki Apratiyata Ye Atma Suprasidhati. So that is the ultimate dharma. So it removes the cheating religions and focuses only on the Param Dharma, Paramo Dharma, pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord and his personal desires. So hearing Bhagavatam, what it does? It purifies the heart. Shunvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Vidyantastu Vadrani Vidunoti Surat Satam. By regularly hearing the Bhagavatam and rendering service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is practically destroyed. So we every day we recite Nasht Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. And even a casual hearing of Bhagavatam invokes punya. And regular hearing leads to the purification, devotion, and realization. And the association of pure devotees through Bhagavatam should be heard by the Bhagavata, because Prabhupada says it should be heard not from the professional reciters of Bhagavatam, because there are both the types of Bhagavat reciters are there. So there are professional, there are one who are Bhagavat. They are moving Bhagavatam. So a pure devotee, Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. Then the Bhagavat describes Krishna's intimate pastimes also. So in the chapter 10, because Krishna Janmashtami is coming, so Bhagavat is full description, because you can say more than 25%, 30% approximately content is from Shri Krishna. because in the Srimad Bhagavatam, approximately 350 chapters are there. 90 chapters are devoted to Krishna Katha, which is the Canto 10. And the Canto 10 is the smiling face of the Lord Krishna. So, from his childhood, youth, pastimes of the gopis, loving exchanges with his devotees, everything is divided. And then it is also praised by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says it is Amala Puran, spotless Puran, because he instructed that to Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami using the verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. So, so he himself used to listen the Srimad Bhagavatam, he used to relish Srimad Bhagavatam in ecstasy, especially the stories of Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, and Vrindavan Leela. So Dhruv Maharaj, we finished, and then now we are reading the descendants of Dhruv Maharaj. And after that, this chapter comes. So Bhagavatam is the remedy of Kali Yuga, Krishna. Uh, in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the chanting of Krishna's names and hearing Bhagavatam are the two sure pathways to liberation. Bhagavatam cuts the roots of ignorance caused by Kali Yuga, because Kali Yuga is the age of quarrel. So, teaches through devotee role models. There are so many role models. What we can learn from the Srimad Bhagavatam is Dhruv Maharaj, devotion with determination. Prahlad Maharaj, devotion amidst adversity. We see recently a movie which came, Mahan Avatar Narsimha. So, how beautifully they have depicted how Prahlad Maharaj didn't stop his devotion, and he had a firm faith that even in adversity, how we can perform the devotional services. Ambrish Maharaj, devotion in action. Gajendra, devotion in distress. So Krishna says, who all come to me? Chaturvida bhajanti maam. Then artho artharti jigyasu jnani nam. So four types of people come to me. They get attracted to me because they are either artho, artharthi, jigyasu. Arth means they in distress. Gajendra was in distress. Dhruv Maharaj went with some material possession he wanted, because he wanted even a bigger kingdom than his Parampita. Even Brahma's bigger than that, much more glorious than that. Ajamil, then Artho Arthartho Jigyasu. Jigyasu is the sages of Naimisharanya. They were all discussing Bhagavad because they wanted to hear about Krishna, what happened. They assembled for the welfare of the society. And Gajendra and Artho Arthati Jigyasu Jnani like four Kumars. Four Kumars were Jnani in the beginning. But then when they smelled the Tulsi of the lotus feet of Tulsi coming from the lotus feet of Vishnu, then they got changed to Bhakti Yoga. So all these we see, these are all examples. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the case studies of what Krishna did. And the Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the preliminary study, Prabhupada says, because there are principles, what Krishna said. But how the devotees and Krishna, they exchange with each other, and then we learn from so many case studies. Bharat Maharaj, Ajamila, the power of Nam Smarana, Rukmani's, Gopis, devotion and love and surrender. So these are the transformative power of Srimad Bhagavatam. And chanting and hearing Bhagavatam brings perfection. Krishna, Parama, Purusha, Bhaktir Upadyate, Punsa. Devotional service to Lord Krishna is born simply by hearing Bhagavatam. So, so many glories we cannot, glories even Ananta Shesh with the Ananta mouths, they keep continuing glorifying the Lord and His Leela, Guna, Rupa, and paraphernalia. Everything is together is the Lord. So, we, it is so much relishing for our for our spiritual progress. So now we see that in this verse, uh, Prithum, what happened? The background of this verse is King Vane was there, and he was very demoniac qualities. Though he came in the dynasty of Dhruv Maharaj, but then the sages, when his father Anga, he was very pious person, then Anga leaves home because of this demoniac nature of King Vane. Then after he left to the forest, the sages decide that there should be somebody who should be protecting the people of the whole kingdom. Then it was decided that they would enthrone uh, King Vena, and in the hope that he would, once he is made the king, then he would also start serving the people in the kingdom, the praja, nicely, and then he the whole kingdom will be protected. But it happened the opposite, and then again they tried to to teach him good lessons from shastras, that how the king should be, and if you leave all these then it would be very good. But then Vena didn't pay any attention to those advice, so the sages decide to kill him. Now, after killing his mother Sunita, she preserved the body of King Vena, and thereafter, in the end, towards the end of the last chapter, we see that when the sages decided once again that there is a void, there is no king in the kingdom, and then it is a must because somebody has to protect the society, has to maintain. So they decide, and the dynasty also should go on, so that from that dead body, from the churning of the thighs with some special mantras, they create a dwarf-like person, and that is called Nishad. They gave him name that Nishad. So from that, Prabhupada writes that that community, Nishad community, came into existence, and they generally live in forest because they are away from the society, basically for the spiritual reasons, because they are again sinful, supposed to be sinful people, and they should be separated from the other rest of the society, and that is only not a discrimination but their purification purpose. So as per the varnashrama, they were. So after that, this they again churn the arms of that dead body of King Vena, and from that two personalities come. So that is what here we are discussing, that the two persons, one in male body and other one in the female body. So in the male body, uh, King Prithu appears, and the female body, in the female body, the Lakshmi, the Shaktavesh avatar. Okay, in the beginning we see the female body comes, which is Sakshat Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the consort of Narayan, and this Archi Maharani is the Anshavatar of Lakshmi, Lakshmi, goddess of fortune. So, and thereafter the king Ritu comes, and we will see that they will marry each other, and then uh, they will protect the praja in very nice way, to the extent. So, who is Queen Archie is described as Anapayini Shri, non-different from Lakshmi Devi. And citizens recognize Prithu Maharaj as Sakshat Harir Ansha, a direct empowered representative of Hari. So after this, why this is significant? Because Vedic governance is not just political; it's a spiritual leadership. Because the all kings were Rajarishi in nature, because they have to be spiritually also advanced. Then only they can take care of the whole praja. And it is not a political game like Prabhupada used to say that nowadays people are only political and there is no spiritual training of the people who are in power. And because of that, the world is going towards the opposite direction of what is described in the Vedas. So kings used to be Rajarishi. A ruler must be a representative of Bhagavan, not for exploitation. But he should not be exploiting the king, the subjects, only taxes and all. But he should also be protecting their spiritual progress. He should be protecting their, rather advancing them in the spiritual loka, ririksha. The presence of Lakshmi like consort symbolizes the auspiciousness and for the divine support. So, what we see is the divine empowerment. So, Prithu Maharaj is a Shaktavesh avatar. Shaktavesh avatars are those avatars which are, there are various types of avatar. Krishna appears in various forms like, sorry, Shrimad Bhagavatam describes 24 avatars. Okay, so there are some avatars are Yoga avatar, some avatars are Leela avatar, some avatar are Guna avatar, Manvantar avatar, Shaktavesh avatar. So these are various types of uh, avatar. And who is the avatari? Avatari is Krishna. Krishna himself is the avatari. Ete Chansakalap. So Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Loke. So Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. And Prithu is the Shaktavesh. Shaktavesh is the, that means he is the, some extra potency is given to that particular. He is in the Jiva category, but he is given some extra potency, like Narada Muni. Narada Muni is a Shakta, Lord's Bhakti, devotional power. Potency is given in the Narada Muni. Then Vyasadev. Vyasadev is also Shaktavesh avatar. Vyasadev is empowered with full knowledge. Narad is with devotional service. Parshuram is with military strength. Similarly, this King Prithu. Prithu is a Palan Shakti because Krishna is the maintainer and he is giving those that power to Prithu Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada himself is one of the Shaktavesh avatar because he spread the Krishna consciousness in a very, very, very fast pace. In just 12 years, uh, he went to the Western world and everywhere in the 12 years, he founded this big institution which is spreading the Krishna consciousness in every nook and corner of the world. So the original Prabhupada says that he is not the original personality of Godhead, but an incarnation empowered to act on his behalf. So the lesson is the Lord can empower anyone provided they are surrendered and pure. Because the only qualification to receive the mercy of the Lord, power of the Lord, or the prema of the Lord is that we have to be surrendered and purity. Purity is the force. So Prabhupada was fully surrendered and Prabhupada was fully pure. And that's the reason Prabhupada asked that you have sent me to this Western world. And on just reaching the Boston port, he he prayed to the Lord that now that you have sent me to this country, which is full of ignorance and passion. Now, how am I going to preach them? So please give me power, because from your grace only, from your mercy only, I can reach out and change the heart of these people. Otherwise, that's not possible. And you are sitting in the heart of everyone, then you can make that transformation. So, transformation can come only with the Lord's empowerment. So, even in Kali Yuga, spiritual leaders act as empowered representative of Krishna through parampara system. So, we see our acharyas, Bhakti Vinod Thakur Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he was also empowered. He was a Grihastha, doing his all duties, day to day duties, family life, everything, then job of the British. But he was empowered that he could do so many things. He is considered to be the seventh Goswami, because he wrote so many literatures, uh, he took out the lost Chaitanya Charitamrita also was recovered by him. Then similarly, the birthplace of appearance place of Lord Chaitanya, that was also discovered by him, and he brought the whole Gaudiya Vaishnava parampara into back into the system. Otherwise, it became a religion of perverted religion. So Ahul, Bahul, so many other those distortions started coming after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, and some senior disciples left, Shad Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, etc. So we see that protection of the people as divine duty. Jato loka Rirakshaya. Dharma of a king ruler is Rakshana, protection from adharma, because king is a representative of Vishnu. Even in our Vedic, because he is protecting both body as well as soul. His body by the form of providing them the good shelter, good things to eat. But the spiritual uh, progress is also ensured, that it is also moving in the progressive path. And Prithu appeared for the, because he would be the, otherwise he's a Dandanayak also. If he is giving the the even a punishment to the rogues, if it is given by the king here, then he is saved from the bigger punishment by Yamaraj, because he is also a representative of Lord only. Prithu appeared for the welfare of all beings. We'll see afterwards that once he is coronated, that after that so many demigods they came, even Brahmaji came and Indra. Everybody gives them different benediction plus so many things to rule the kingdom nicely. And we'll see that then once what happened, because of the king Vena, the mother earth hid everything, all the seeds which were giving the crops and the vegetables, the plants, everything was fully gone into the earth only. It was not producing anything for the kingdom. And then uh, the all the people there, they got very thin because of the not receiving proper food, etc. So then Prithu Maharaj, he takes the arrow and bow and start chasing the earth. He gives a warning, caution to the Mother Earth, but then Mother Earth doesn't listen in the beginning. And what happened then? Mother Earth, when he took up the bow and arrow, then and decided to kill Mother Earth, and Mother Earth took a form of a cow. So in the form of a cow, he went to Mother Earth and then told her to give sufficient milk and sufficient whatever the seeds which were given by Brahmaji, which were sprinkled by Brahmaji in the beginning of the whole universe creation, that were not giving any fruits to the people because of the thieves and rogues have. Because Prabhupada writes there that Mother Earth is fully capable of giving everything, fulfilling the requirements of everything from ant to elephant. But when the adharma spreads like anything, then Mother Earth is the most concern for everyone, and she takes the form of a cow. This cow is very dear to the Lord, and then Prathu Maharaj started milking the Mother Earth and starts distributing. So this is a uh, very important role Prithu Maharaj played, and he is himself partial in Shakti is given, potency is given to him as a Shaktavesh avatar. So Prabhupada writes that the duty of government is to see that people are happy materially and spiritually, because spiritual well-being follows material well-being, not the vice versa, that we'll be first advance materially and then we progress spiritually. It is not the other way around. It is not the correct uh, sequence. Rather, the spiritual well-being only leads to the material well-being. And practical parallel we can draw from this, that devotees also should act for lok kalyan. So our duty is to preach prasadam, book distribution, harinam, sankirtan, bring people more connect to the Lord, because Lord's festivals are coming. Balram Jayanti is coming, Jhulan Yatra is happening. These are the opportunity for us to connect people with the Krishna. Krishna Janmashtami is coming this month. So many. Radhashtami is also in this month. Very auspicious month. We have so many opportunities for the preaching and distributing the prasadam, from which so many devotees can become come up. Because otherwise, Prabhupada used to say, if we are every jiva has an inbuilt potency or some inclination towards that prem, but then that prema is lost. Krishna prem is forgotten because of the our continual journey, birth after birth, from one species to other. So from that we have forgotten our original prema with Lord, and we have started serving the Maya Shakti, which is sitting opposite to the Lord. She will take away from the Lord. So because of that serving, we are not following Krishna. So that uh, we have to awaken that prema, and that prema can be awakened with the so many sukritis we can provide the people. So we see that iyam cha tat para hi srihi. Archi, divine consort, is also his eternal companion. Archi is not an ordinary queen. She is Lakshmi Tattva. Lakshmi Tattva. She is Tatpara, always devoted to him. And whenever there is a service to the Lord, because Lakshmi is Pada Sevanam, uh, she is the personification of the Pada Sevanam, Puj Archana, Shravanam, Kirtanam, those 9 processes of devotional services. Among them, she is the principal uh, um, example she is setting up as a Padasena. But Lakshmi will not stay where there is no Hari Bhakti. So many times where people will worship only Lakshmi, but Lakshmi will not stay, because Lakshmi, that time when she comes alone, she comes on owl. Her vehicle is owl. Is That is in the mode of passion and ignorance. But Lakshmi, when she comes with Hari, along with the Narayan, then that time she comes on Garuda. So modern problem is the people want Lakshmi without Narayan, and here the anxiety and the losses start happening. So householders, for us, the Prathu Archi deal is the best. Uh, they are the ideal for a spiritually centered marriage where husband and wife assist each other in Krishna consciousness. So for all the Grihasthas, this is also a learning. Then Anupayani, which is inseparable. So that means Archi is described as Anupayani, which is inseparable from her Lord. So spiritual, we see that Lakshmi and Narayan are eternally together everywhere. We see Radha, Krishna, Sita, Ram. They're all Radha, Krishna. They're all the eternal consort. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabu Naya Shravanadi Kariye Uday. So our relationship with Krishna is eternal, but then what we can do is we can awaken this Krishna Prem by doing some practical uh, devotional services. So our application could be we spiritual leadership can be from the Prithu Maharaj example that we have to be protective. We whosoever comes under us, we should be protecting the bhakti. Now our biggest Krishna says that Arjun declare that my name bhaktya pranashyati, my bhakta will never perish. So we should be caring for the devotees because in the Prithu Maharaj is protector, same way a husband is a protector of the whole family. And Lakshmi stays where Hari is served. So Lakshmi will otherwise not stay. So that means we have to serve Narayan, then automatically Lakshmi will come. And wealth and resources to be used in the Krishna service. All. So this is the whole understanding that surrender brings empowerment. Surrender, when we surrender, that time we get the purity, and surrender only brings the empowerment. So this is my understanding. So if we have any correction, comment, or the question, we can discuss it for a few minutes. Thank you very much for hearing attentively. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dhanwats Pranam.
Mataji, Danvat Pranam Mataji.
Very nice inputs, Prabhu. Very nice class today. I was just, I didn't know that owl, which is the vehicle of Mother Lakshmi, is in the mode of passion and ignorance. So this was a new takeaway. So when she comes, she delivers to people who are in the mode of passion and ignorance. But if she comes on Garuda, she delivers to people who are in the mode of surrender. Is that what
Yes,
you are trying to tell?
Mataji, you can see that she will not stay also. Owl is a animal which lives in the darkness. No? He is in the daytime it will not be visible, and nighttime only it is coming. So from that, acharyas say that
Yeah.
this is because what happens, the darkness is the representation of ignorance.
Yes.
So if we are only desiring the Lakshmi, then Lakshmi, what happens, ma'am, Mataji? If there is no mode of goodness, then we do not have the. We can earn money, but we do not know how to spend it.
Hmm.
That knowledge comes only when we are in the mode of goodness, which is coming from Narayana Hari.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, the regular people, I mean, people who worship only Lakshmi Devi without
Yes.
Narayan, are just
Yes.
regular material people who are pursuing Lakshmi for material gain.
Yes.
I understand that Lakshmi Devi visits the house of people when it is night. Is that true, Prabhu? Nocturnally, she
Yeah.
visits and she
Nocturnal.
checks.
Because the owl travels only that time, na Mataji.
No, because in our rules to follow, they
Yeah.
say kitchen is the extension of the DT room. So we should keep the kitchen clean because Lakshmi Devi is impressed only if the kitchen is clean. And
Yeah.
she comes and checks in the night. So we have to keep the kitchen neat in the night. This is what I
Yes.
was told. So
Yes,
if you can
Mataji.
just throw some light on it.
Okay, okay, because Mataji, kitchen is in Gaudiya Vaishnava, it is Radharani's place because Radharani cooks for Krishna. Okay. She is cooking from time immemorial and she is not repeating any dish also. That's what is where the acharyas say. So it is Radharani's kitchen. She if we are serving Radharani, because we cannot serve Krishna directly. So we have to reach Radharani through our parampara, Guru parampara. Guru parampara, whenever whatever we are cooking, whatever we are offering, is for the pleasure of the Lord, but we cannot offer directly. So we offer to our Gurudev to pass it on from one to other, other to other, and the last stage, then Radharani is there. So Radharani offers to Krishna, and Radharani is so merciful that if she recommends, then Krishna cannot say no to it. But if we reach directly to Krishna, Krishna may say, I will decide whether he is qualified or not. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's coming in the mood of Radharani. And because of that, he is so merciful. So
So,
he is
so
without
yeah.
without saying any qualification, he is delivering the people. Whereas Krishna
Hmm.
says, "Ye yathamam prapadyante." So I will you move two steps, I will move two steps. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jagai Madai also, he will deliver. He will not see any qualification. Yeah, Mataji, you were saying something in between. I stopped. Interrupted.
No, no. So it is true that the kitchen has to be kept clean in the night because
Yes. Yes,
we are
Mataji.
even okay. Okay, bro.
In any case, Mataji, it is another way also that otherwise it will be a breeding
Yes,
ground
yes,
for
correct. It's a matter of hygiene
cockroaches.
also. But
Ha, hygiene.
otherwise, I understand that Mother Lakshmi visits in the night. It is night for us, but she visits. Prabhu, one more thing. I had an interesting question though.
Yes,
See,
Mataji.
when it is night for us here in US, it is morning, no, in the
Hmm.
West.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
but when the devatas travel,
Yeah.
or it is just a matter of this side of the globe or that side of the globe, so it means at all times we have to be clean. It is not just night and day. Night and day is only a perception based on where you live.
Mataji, because we are under the when we are not in the mode, any of the mode, okay, which is Trigunatit, meaning the above the three modes of material nature. That time we can feel that day and night has no difference. But as long as we are under the modes of material nature, wherever it is, the like Mangal Arti in entire world, at no point of time there is every half an hour there is a Mangala Arti happening. So that means it's a continuous process, right? So same way, our shastras say that wherever there is a sun, that time that's a you can see yourself feel that once you are in USA, that time the jet lag will be there for some time. After that, once you are accustomed, then you will not feel all that change of timing zones, etc. So basis the sun, because we our body is also getting nourishment from the sun. Energy source is sun only for entire plant life, also the living entities, everybody. So accordingly, our inside the even the digestion system also follows the suns. Like in the night time when there is dark, that time our digestion system also slows down. But
Hmm.
the moment day starts, like why otherwise birds will not feel any difference. No? Birds and other, I mean, we can still.
True, true,
Uh,
true, true.
so those modes will still remain, and it's not that this is all relative. Other planets have different, like in the same world, some places in the tropical region, it may be summer season. The in the northern at Arctic side, it would be winter. Seasons also change within India. Also, you can see from north to south, we can see the the difference in the seasons. And the similarly daytime, nighttime also. You go to Guwahati side also, we see that five o'clock there is a early morning, right? 5 o'clock there
Mm.
is a sun.
Correct.
5:15. So accordingly, our Ekadashi Paran time also changes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Different different
Mm.
places, na?
Mm.
Basis the your this longitude that decides.
Mm. Okay.
So everything is calculated like Jyotish also. Our astronomy, whole thing is basically solar appearance, disappearance only
Oh,
in that
yeah,
particular
yeah.
region.
Correct.
Grahas, nakshatras.
Correct.
So sometimes solar, so the muhurt will change. So that's why we celebrate a day after. Na? I mean, Ekadashi will be tomorrow or maybe midnight after midnight. The Ekadashi will start there.
Mm.
Respective place, time, place.
Mm. Correct. Thank you so much, Prabhu. You
Thank you,
clarified a lot
Mataji.
of things for me. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dhanvat Pranam.
Dandavats,
So
Prabhu.
if there is nothing, I think time is also over. So vancha kalpataru vaishya kripa sindhu bevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रीमद् भागवतम की पुराण की जय शील प्रभुपाद की जय एकादशी महामहोत्सव की जय